Good evening. So happy to see you. I'm Leah Ruckberg, your host, and I'm happy to welcome you to Holidays, Best, Worst, and Most Memorable. All holidays are based around stories, and of course we tell those big archetypal stories over and over again. But equally important are those little stories that we tell around the dining room table, and sometimes just the stories that we share around circles of intimate friends. But all of these stories are a part of what makes us human. So tonight we're going to share our own specific memories around the holidays, and I think you're going to find something here that you can relate to as well. Well, somewhere in her ancestral tree, Lizzie Bell says she must have had a Tinker Bell. Oh, those peeling bells, none of them ever really grew up. One of her many passions is finding the holy in holidays, and tonight she will tell family holidays.
Ring, 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 exclaims my doorbell. Ring, ring, coming, I'm coming, I respond. Then turning to my mother, I say, Mom, are you ready? The trick-or-treaters have arrived. Hug, huge, becomes her smile. I place a big black witch's hat atop me mom's head and a huge straw basket of candy on her lap, and then I wheel her to the front door. Look, Mom, a purple princess! Hello, I say to the young ebony-skinned princess. Show us your beautiful dress. Can you turn all the way around, please, so we can admire? The princess looks up at her mother standing at her side. It's okay, dear, says she. So the little princess spreads her arms wide, turns slowly, and then deeply curtsies. Wonderful, I say. Happy Halloween. So tell me, princess, what grade are you in school? I am in 2nd grade, and my teacher is Mrs. Purdy, the purple princess responds. 2nd grade. I see. So, can you tell me what does 3 plus 5 plus 2 equal? The princess wrinkles her brow and purses her lips and then drops her gaze down to the ground. You can do it, I say. You're allowed to use your fingers. What is 3 plus 5? The princess studies her hands. Out come 3 fingers on one hand and 5 on the other. 8? She asks, looking up at me. I turn to me mom. What do you say, Mom? What's 3 plus 5? 8, my mom responds with conviction. Okay, I say, returning to the princess. Now, add 2 more. 8 plus 2. What do you get? Out come 2 more fingers. 10, proclaims the princess, proudly holding up both hands. Well, Mom, what do you say? Did the princess get it right? But my mom has dementia. She can still do math. She does not always remember who I am or what happened moments ago, but math she remembers. Therefore, I use math to feed my mom's self-confidence and to calm her. Mom, tell the princess what 3 plus 5 plus 2 equals. 10, proclaims my mom. The purple princess claps her hands. Would you like a candy bar, I ask? Yes, please, says she. Stepping towards me mom's wheelchair, she reaches into the basket and takes her pick. Thank you, ma'am, says the princess. And again, she curtsies. Excuse me. You are most welcome, answers me mom, her eyes agleam from beneath her witch's hat. Happy Halloween, I say to the little purple princess. Her mother leans over to me and whispers, thank you, both. And then she winks at me mom, who, of course, winks back. Next in line stands a young football player. "And what grade are you in?" I ask. "Sixth grade," comes a small voice from deep within a helmet too large. "Sixth grade," I say. "You're almost grown up." Throwing his shoulders back and standing tall, his smile grows. There under his sparkling eyes, someone has painted black paint, just like the professionals. A big S covers his chest, and a red cape drapes over his shoulders and down his back. "You must be Super Football Man," I say. "I'm Football Superman," he says, pounding his chest. His dad, standing beside him, beams. "Okay, Football Superman, so tell me, what's 4 times 7 plus 2 divided by 3? Football Superman's eyes grow wide, his body deflates. "You can do it," I say, "take it slowly. 4 times 7 equals what?" 28, says he assuredly, looking me straight in the eye. "Mom, is that right? 4 times 7 equals 28, says she. "Okay, Football Superman, so 28 plus 2 divided by 3 equals..." "Shh," I say to my mom, "don't give it away." 10, shouts Football Superman. 10, shouts my mom. "Touchdown," I shout, throwing my arms up into the air and turning to the costumed line, now standing all the way down the driveway and out into the street. "Touchdown," shout the assorted ghosts and goblins and good witches. Halloween. Halloween has always been rather special in my family. Still is. However, back in the good old days, Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was my mom's favorite. For family plus food equals, oh, happy day. However, for me and my cousins, the equation was family plus food plus football. For after my cousins and my aunt and uncle and grandparents and the great-great-great-aunties literally arrived from far, far, far away, all of us cousins would pour into the backyard to play football. Even my uncle and my dad played with us. Oh, happy, happy day. The oldest of my cousins is my big brother. He's a tall teenager. The youngest is Ruthie. She's a small 7-year-old. She is the permanent center. She hikes the ball for both teams. The rule is, anyone who runs over Ruthie or even touches her just a little loses the ball to the other team. After hiking the ball, Ruthie either stands in the center of the field watching the action, or she runs around chasing the action. She's an obstacle course on 2 short legs. Our game can get kind of crazy, especially when Mom and her sister, my Aunt Dottie, take a break from the kitchen. They love to stir things up on the football field. While our 2 teams are in their respective huddles, me Mom whispers to Ruthie, "Hey, see how many of them you can tag." Sometimes the moms watch. Other times they join Ruthie in their game of tag and run about the football field. Sometimes they get the ball and then we chase them. After the game comes the feast. Here the rule is, come dressed up from the table up. We cousins like to go to the extreme. Put together above board, rags and holy jeans and barefoot below. Thanks to Mom and Aunt Dottie, we do feast. Turkey, stuffing, smashed potatoes, mushroom gravy, cranberry sauce, cream-dried corn, and scalloped oysters. After filling our plates, the rule is wait. Wait until everybody's plate is full. And then wait until everyone joins hands. And then wait until each person names something for which she or he is thankful. The grown-ups are either thankful for lots of things, or they just like to make us kids wait. In my family, most anything can fast become a game. Finally, at long last, we get to eat. Oh, yum. Then comes dessert. 2 kinds of pie. "Who shot the mince?" my grandfather says before slopping on some hard sauce. Oh, those were the days. These days, the grown-ups are all gone, except for my mom, my dad, my uncle, my aunt, the grandparents, the great-great-aunties, even one of my cousins, same age as me, all gone. I like to think of them as on the beach, all together under a big umbrella, their toes in the sand, watching the surf, enjoying each other's company, awaiting my mom's arrival. Since our Thanksgiving equation equals family plus food, these days without the familiar faces, Thanksgiving is just a feast. Though the menu remains the same, Mom does not make the connection that turkey equals Thanksgiving. Even the stuffing and scalloped oysters don't do it. And when I ask, "Who shot the mince?" Mom just gets this faraway look in her eyes and smiles. Clearly, I am not her father, though sometimes I am her mother. "Hey, Mom, can you spell Thanksgiving?" I ask. Thanks. She can still spell well. In my family, Halloween was big, Thanksgiving bigger, and Christmas bigger still. The day after Thanksgiving, I start to play Christmas carols. Nat King Cole's smooth croon can put sunshine in any dark, cold winter day. Next to my dad's sweet tenor voice, Nat was always my mom's favorite. Deck the halls with boughs of holly. Fa la 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 la, Nat croons. Way back when, Mom and Dad invited the whole neighborhood to come sing Christmas carols around the huge blue spruce in our front yard. That tree was our first Christmas tree in the then brand new house. It was once small like all of us. Now we've all grown tall. Dad needs a ladder and my brother's pole vaulting pole to get the lights up to the very tippy top of the tree. After so many years of caroling around the tree, most everyone knows most all the words to the songs by heart, sometimes 2 or 3 verses. My favorite moment arrives in O Holy Night. The stars are brightly shining. That part where the song begins to take wing and soar. Oh night, divine, oh night, divine. I stop singing, most all of us do. We like to listen to the weave of Dad's tenor and Mrs. Dank's soprano. Oh, enchanting. Or as my mom would say, like icing on a cake. After O Holy Night, we all wander the neighborhood together to carol those unable to make it to the tree. Dad made a list and checked it twice, of course. Joy to the world, Nat sings back in the living room from the CD. How Frank enjoys dressing up as Santa Claus, Mom says from her green recliner. I see that Mom's not remembering her husband, but she's right there with him in the moment. Standing in that classroom of second graders, Frank towers like the Empire State Building, she laughs. He looks good in red, don't you think? Oh, come let us adore him. Oh, come let us adore him, Nat continues. I love how that white beard brings out the twinkle in his eyes, Mom says. Though his slightly southern ho, ho, ho seems like a giveaway, none of you kids ever figured it out. Let every heart prepare him room, Nat continues. Let heaven and nature sing. He goes to each and every one of the second grade classrooms. He's been doing it for years. One by one, he picks every little child up and puts it onto his lap, says my mom. What would you like Santa Claus to bring you, he drawls. When he gets to the twins, each one looks like they might know it's their father there in that red suit, behind that long white beard. But they still so want to believe in Santa Claus. The first Noel the angels did sing, Nat purrs, was to certain poor shepherds in fields where they lay. Come Christmas Eve, Mom and Dad take all 5 of us kids to church in our pajamas, except my big brother. He wears clothes. The huge church is the most packed it ever is. The sound is big and round and happy and peaceful and quiet all at the same time. I like to stand next to my dad. Noel, 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 he sings his sweet tenor descant. Born is the King of Israel. I like to sing right along with him. Still, in the first Noel, I hear my dad's descant, and still when I sing, it feels like I'm riding on his wings, even more better than O Holy Night. Ring, ring, ring! The front door bell resounds, returning me to the present. Mom, our guests have arrived. Ready or not, here they come, I exclaim as I make my way over to answer the front door. Welcome, y'all, come on in. Scrooge eagerly enters first. He shakes the snow off his boots. He removes his coat. Unfortunately, he is not of the line and lineage of Tinker Bell. For Scrooge, Halloween is about turn off the lights, pretend you're not at home, and Thanksgiving is just about the food, and Christmas all about Santa. Shut off the damn Christmas music. It's everywhere. I can't stand it, Scrooge barks. Poor man. Seems like the older he gets, the Scroogier he becomes. As a proud atheist, he finds even the mention of God to be offensive. I should have seen this coming, but it's never been this bad. When Mom stares wide-eyed, horrified and speechless, I recognize the look on her face, frightened. I feel the mama bear in me rise. Ho, 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 I respond, seeking to ease the tension. I turn down the volume of Nat, but not off. As Scrooge needs to bark, me mom needs her dulcet Nat. Away in a manger, no crib for a bed. I find myself appalled and wondering, who would I be had I grown up in Scrooge's shoes? Indubitably, just like him. Without the holy and holidays, I would find them rather flat, like champagne without the bubbles. Ah, well, different strokes for different folks. Who are you? Mom asks, staring wide-eyed from her green recliner. Oh, how I wish I'd had the presence of mind to say, Mom, it's just Scrooge preparing the way for Tiny Tim. And then if only I'd uttered a prayer for peace on earth. Ah, well, we live and learn. Turns out this was to be my mom's very last Christmas here in the flesh. Last December 28th, she turned 90, and on February 28th, she passed. Ever the avid gardener, like a wilting flower, she died on opening day of the Philadelphia Flower Show. Surely she was there in spirit to witness her garden club winning yet another blue ribbon. I can all but hear her say, whoop-de-doo! Often I feel my mom's very real presence these days. I hear her humor. I feel her sense of playfulness. Often I find myself chuckling. Sometimes I say right out loud, Hi, Mom! Those times feel so very, very holy, exquisite, like icing on a cake. So this year on Halloween and Thanksgiving and come Christmas too, I see me mom on the beach under that big family umbrella, laughing and merrily chatting with all those old familiar faces, their many toes in the sand, their eyes all peeled, watching the waves rise and fall. And with this picture in my heart, I hear those angels on high sing in perfect harmony. I saw 3 ships come sailing in. I saw 3 ships come sailing in. I saw 3 ships come sailing in on Christmas Day in the morning. Thank you, and God bless you, everyone.